We're in the attic. It's very warm now. We're not going to take too long up here. I want to start by walking boards. When you build your house, I don't know what's wrong with this flashlight. It's a special one that's over-engineered. Comes on when it wants to. But rip some 4x8 boards, 18 inches wide, and give yourself a walking space to wherever you want to go. Any kind of destination. Back here, I put boards down before we sprayed in insulation, and I put black marks to the left of wherever I have a board, and I put a walkway down to each destination, each ceiling light that's in there, each ceiling light fan, and that way I know where it is. Now another way to know where it is, and what I did at my barn that I built, was when I did my wiring, I brought it straight up, and instead of running the wiring down along this surface that you see here where you step on it and stuff, I brought my wiring up into my rafters where you could see it is. So I came straight up out of my breaker box, ran straight through my rafters where I can see my wiring, and then I took them right over to where the destination was, and I dropped them straight down to the destination, whether it's a ceiling light, a ceiling fan, or whatever. And that was very nice. I don't know why the professionals can't figure that out. You can see a ruler there where they sprayed in 15 inches on the attic here. But wiring should be done different, and they should have a little bit smarter people doing it in the house involvement. Here's where that leak was that came from the skylight. It came right on the outside of that insulation down there and into the bathroom ceiling. That should be dried enough where I can kind of put that insulation back in there. But I have walkways going to everything that's needed. That junction box should be up higher, about 3 feet. All the wires should be up higher where they're visible where they are. I don't know why. I don't know why. Electricians aren't any smarter than that. But this house in Northwest Ohio should have an R value of 49. That means you need about 15 inches of blowing in insulation. We only had about 10 in here over the house and about 6 over the garage. So we've blown in up to 15 inches over the house and about 10 inches total over the garage now. A company called Residential Insulation did it. They had some sort of liquid they put into it as they sprayed so that the compaction doesn't occur quite as like without that moisture in there. So they said it was a glue type moisture material, but it's supposed to keep your insulation fluffy. But Residential Insulation was the name of the company. Did excellent work. They used these rulers, placed them numerous spots where you could see the depth of things. Well, that shows only 7 inches there. Well, I wonder if that's where they added 7 inches. What?
Yeah, because it goes deeper than that.
Okay.
Remember, these were big pits. There was a big drop off here.
One of them may be inches. Now that shows about 9 over there. Whatever. But you should have.
Big drop off.
You should have R49. Yeah, you can see that I don't keep anything up in the attic. Some spare boards and things. But again, the biggest thing is when you wire your house, get your electric up into your rafters so you can see where it is, so you don't have to walk on it and damage your wiring. It may cost a few more feet of wire. It may make the electrician mad that he's doing things differently than he wants to do them or has always done them. But it's your house, and I'm sure you find the right guy. More than happy to oblige you so you can see your wiring and it's free from being stepped on. So that's, oh, the other suggestion is we've only got one light up here in the attic. See how dark it is way back there? Put 2 lights in. It's only going to be another 50, 100 feet of cord, but if you ever need to work back there, which I did putting a ceiling fan in, you are going to want that extra light down there. So when you build a house, is not the time to be cheap. Put that second light down there. You only turn it on, you're lucky if you turn it on once a year, but it's there if you need it, and it doesn't cost any electricity if you never turn it on. But put 2 lights in your attic, one at each end of the house, and it will solve a lot of problems trying to see where you're going.